New York Guitar Method Primer Book 2. I'd obviously recommend that you work through Primer Book 1 before you go to this book. But if you're an intermediate player and you know all your basic open chords and you can pretty much strum through a few folk tunes, then you could start with the Primer Book 2. I many times get contacts from students that say, I don't really know all the chords, the bar chords, and I need to know that information, and I'm weak on some theory stuff. Well, then the New York Guitar Method Primer Book 2 is a good place to start because it's going to give you all the basic chords that you need to know. It's very similar to the chord workbook for guitar, Volume 1, in that it gives you the same chords. So if you're working through the New York Guitar Method, I wouldn't get the chord workbook particularly. It basically contains, all the chords you need to know as a professional guitar player, and it also contains, some theory exercises to get you so you can start to, get a remedial ability with music theory. And the nice thing is it also, if you get the Primer Book 2 Ensemble book, they're both connected. So if I'm talking about learning how to play a scale in the New York Guitar Method Primer Book 2, then you'll have some exercises in the Ensemble book that you can work on to apply those scales. And that's a very important thing. A lot of times people just learn stuff, but they never apply it, and they wonder why they never can play it. You have to apply everything you learn, and that's what the Ensemble book is about. So if you're, getting started and you're serious about playing the guitar and you really want to take it to a high level, then, jumping in with the Primer Book 2 would be good for somebody that's an intermediate player, and certainly after you've worked through the Primer Book 1, moving to the Primer Book 2 would be an excellent choice.